kind of get into the groove of some traditions, some segments, and I'm couldn't be more excited for this one right here.
Have problems at home?
Have no friends to help you out?
Does no one love you, you loser?
Why are you crying?
Stop crying!
We're here to help. It's Thursday therapy.
Hi, Thursday Therapy. I have a problem I really want to get some advice on. I've been with my girlfriend for 4 years. She's the best. She cooks, she cleans, she cares. She's like a good neighbor. She's there. I thought this was the girl I was going to marry. I even bought her a ring, but lately I've been having a problem. I can't perform without thinking about that M&amp. You know what I'm talking about. Something about her smooth green exterior and her thin, sexy high heels. I love my girlfriend, but she's starting to get suspicious. She thinks I'm cheating on her. I love her so much, but I'm just confused. It's like, how can I be attracted to my girlfriend again when all I can think about is the green M&amp? Please help me, Thursday Therapy.
Well,
that is quite the issue.
Okay.
yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Of all things I could have helped with, I didn't think just M&M imposter. I don't even know how you explain this condition.
Well, I've had a similar issue with this. You guys know my love of the green M&M.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Justin, you're the perfect one for
I don't
this.
know. I feel like when you find somebody attractive that's not your significant other, I feel like you just got to embrace it. You got to use your imagination when in the bedroom. Just don't let your partner know. And don't say any names. You got to train yourself.
You don't have guilt when you.
I have no guilt.
Wow.
I have no guilt. Just don't be screaming, "Oh, green M&M, I love you." You gotta just imagine. Close your eyes.
Has that happened in the past, dude?
It has happened, actually.
You control it.
In full honesty, when I was in a relationship with my ex at the time, my girlfriend at the time, it got to a point where I was imagining her friends in the bedroom and just literally closing my eyes.
Those are
imagining-
M&Ms.
Yeah.
Wait, that's like really bad, Justin. That's
Who cares?
like horrible.
Everyone thinks that. I guarantee.
nobody-
Yes, they do. Please.
But I don't know about that one, Chief. That's a
People
crazy
who
one.
aren't
I'm
like
not sure.
insane don't do that.
People who are insane don't do that.
People
said people
fantasize
who
about
aren't
other
insane.
women.
Do they actually? That's horrible.
Of course they
Maybe
do.
like if they're in a depressed relationship where they're definitely foregone enjoyment or being in the relationship anymore.
Like a
but I
toxic
don't-
relationship?
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't understand why you would still want to be in a relationship if you're like with this person still thinking.
I
about
wasn't.
other
That's why I
people.
ended the relationship.
Wow.
But
That-
like
that
just
got
in
deeper than
general.
M&M.
Jeez,
That's not
like,
cheating. It's just you're imagining someone else.
Well, it's not cheating. It's just a horrible thing to do.
So, if you're in a relationship, you cannot watch adult films. Are you saying? Would you stop your part? Why is that different? You're literally watching an adult
Because
film
you
and
were-
then fantasizing about it and then pleasuring yourself to it. How's that any worse than imagining someone else while you're getting pleasured
because
by your girlfriend?
you were actually having relations with that person physically, and you were thinking about a completely different.
Okay, and you're having relationships with yourself and thinking about somebody else. You're not thinking about your partner when you're watching those adult films, are you? Because that would be even weirder. So you're going to stop every single person that's married or in a relationship from watching adult films? That's equally as bad.
These are different things.
No, they're
These
not.
Are very much. Yes, they are.
They are not.
Yes, they are.
They're the same thing.
No, they're not.
They are not. They are certainly the same thing.
How are they the same
They're
thing?
the same thing adjacent. Like they're the same thing with a minor little twist to it.
It's,
Definitely a lot of twists and turns going on here.
If you have that same stance, then you should never watch a pornographic film.
These are.
And you should stop anybody that's in a relationship from
But
going on the hub.
You're comparing like apples to oranges here. They're different things.
They're both fruits. Are they not both fruits?
They're both sexual things, but they're different.
No.
I would much rather, I have no problem with, like, if I'm in a relationship, I have no problem with that person watching films, but I would have a very big problem if we were, like, having relations and all that they could think about was another person. That would be a problem.
It's not all you're thinking about. You think about both. You switch on and off.
But that's
It's
weird.
like she's like Mystique from the X-Men. It's like,
that's-
boom, all right, she's that person. All right, now she's this friend. Now
that's
she's that
weird.
friend. Now she's herself.
But if
Now
you're
she's
in
blue.
But if you're in that situation, why don't you just break up with the person? as
Okay,
soon as
if you're in a relationship and you're watching adult films, why don't you just break up with your partner?
I don't think in a relationship you often do watch adult films. I don't know.
Not really.
Is that like no, that's not a common thing that happens.
Of course it is. Who are you guys talking to?
I don't
we have
know.
3 people saying the same thing.
Frank's never been in a relationship. Your relationship is unique to the human course.
Jeez, what does that mean? What?
And Antonio, who knows what the hell he's thinking about?
What does that
He's not going to be
mean?
honest
What
with
are
us
you
right now.
talking
His
about?
girlfriend's listening.
Okay, first of all, I don't think that you need to be watching any type of like material like that when you're in a relationship, because like everything
Please.
all the things that you want or need, like your needs and wants, should be fulfilled by your partner. That's why she's the one for you. And if she's not, then that's what you should be like seeing, because like I don't know, I'm with my like partner like a lot of time of the day, so like I don't even understand why I would need to go off and just like
I know plenty of
Yeah, a
married
lot of-
men that watch adult films.
Well, yeah,
don't
but
know.
I'm assuming most adult men aren't thinking about completely different people when they're having relations with their wife.
I still think it's the same thing.
It's not the same.
It is the
thing,
same.
though.
I know
It's
plenty
not.
of women that are in relationships that watch adult films.
Yeah, but again, they usually aren't thinking of other people while they're actively, because there's a.
But they're
complete-
thinking of other people when watching those adult films. They're not
also-
watching those adult films and saying, "Oh, imagine my current situation with
But-
that face on that person." No, they're thinking of, "Okay,
But
that's a
also,
porn
adult
star."
films, they're fantasy. They are fantasy. In the end, a lot of them aren't real. A lot of them is just this like hypersexualized.
Well, you watch the hentai, so it's all. I think it's the same thing. I think it's all the same thing. It's in the same realm. Could you not admit though it's not? It's all in the same realm.
Well,
honestly,
yeah,
like,
obviously it's the same realm.
I think it's the same
because
realm, but
it's
I
all
don't agree.
sexual.
I don't agree with either. I don't
But
really see
they
the need
aren't-
for either or.
Oh,
They are the
please!
same
No,
You've never
I'm
watched an
ser-
adult film while you're in a relationship with somebody?
It makes no sense.
But
That's
Justin,
ridiculous.
Every
Yeah.
time I've heard about you in a relationship, you're always saying something like actually horrible, like something that I would legitimately be really upset if I was in a relationship with someone and they said that. So it's like, I honestly.
I'm letting you know right now. I've talked to plenty of girls that are all into me watching adult films. That we've watched them together.
Well, that's something else. That I could see being a reasonable thing. Like that. Okay,
Well, yeah,
But
If
we've
you're
sent
watching-
links
if
to
that's
one
what-
another.
if
We've
that's
sent
what you're
links to
into-
one another. Hey, this is something I'm into. Watch that, and then
You see, that's
But it's like-
communication.
No,
that's
that's the
much
thing.
different.
Yeah, but it's much different than just being like, oh yeah, I'm having relations with this person, but I'm actually thinking about her friend Amanda. That's different. You are thinking about a friend. You're thinking about somebody that's literally within your reach. But like Miley May on Pornhub, you aren't going to be able to reach her.
Who's Miley May? What are you talking about?
I just came up with a random name, honestly.
Oh, Justin, I don't know about
just
that.
I'm gonna
one.
start searching
Yeah, like,
Miley
I-
May.
I like
really?
looked
I'm googling Miley May.
Jeez.
Try both spellings, MAE and MAY.
Yeah, but that's like. Yeah, that's also the thing about like.
Oh, she's real.
films. Oh, she actually is.
She actually
Yeah.
real?
I'm surprised.
She's like a
Oh,
nerd.
really? Are you surprised,
Sandy,
now?
anything you need to tell us
Interesting.
about?
I mean, enough things that I can say on this here show. But, yeah, no. But the thing also about pornographic films is that these people are out of your reach. No matter what, you're probably never really going to get in
I've
touch
DM'd
with
them, and there's conventions. There's one in Jersey every year.
Yeah, but out of all
Of course
people, why
it's
would
Jersey.
she? But out of all people, why would she just pick you?
I don't know. That's the fantasy.
But either way, yeah. But either, if you're,
I think either both are wrong or both are right. You can't have it both
I'm
ways.
with both
So
of
if
you.
Antonio's
Yeah.
saying they're both wrong,
Yeah.
then I can agree with that. But if you're saying one's right and one's wrong, I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not saying that it's necessarily right, because there are a lot of people in relationships that don't let their other person watch like films like that, and that's totally fine. I'm just saying
That's
there's,
wait,
like,
hold
a
on,
need-
Tom. That's a different thing though, because if someone's like making you do something that you want to do, that's weird. It should be something like that's a communicative like agreement.
yeah,
on.
of course,
that's
but
not
like-
like someone's forcing you, like, hey,
Yeah, but-
stop doing that. You're not allowed to do that. Don't do that.
But
you
they
know?
come to that agreement. That's
Literally.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Oh.
I think it's healthy to do that sort of stuff. As long as
But
you're
why
not
would it-
physically acting on it and going out with somebody else, I think it's fine to watch adult films if you are in a relationship.
But we weren't talking. You keep coming back to the adult film.
'Cause it's the
We're
same
talking
thing.
about literally thinking about a different person while you're actively having
I
relations
forgot
with
about that
someone
whole
else.
part, Sandy.
Oh, yeah.
honestly.
Exactly.
I forgot
So
about
they
the whole
keep bringing
part.
up the pornographic film.
It's apples and oranges. It's apples and oranges.
The problem is thinking about a different person when you're having relations with them. That's weird. Like, I guess it's kind of a different thing if it's a green M&M, because that green M&M is not real. But if you're thinking about like a friend of like a close friend of someone, that's weird. That person is within your reach. That is legitimately scary. I don't like that. That's weird.
Well, you haven't lived long enough. Once you reach your late 20s, Sandy, You're going to start thinking about other people. I'm telling you, you guys are young whippersnappers.
That's what happens?
That's what happens.
Well, even if I ever get to that position, then I would break up with that person and start looking into other people. Because why would you be in a relationship with someone if you're tired of them? I just don't understand. It's like so many people create these problems in their brain when they're all so simple by just breaking up with the person and just being with other people, looking for other people. If you're the type of person that wants to go like experiment, then go out and experiment, but don't rope that other person into it.
I'm into roping. That's another thing I learned.
Is that what Miley May does? Or I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't even know that she was real. I just came up with
She's a porn star.
Regardless, though, let's try to answer this guy's question. All right,
I answered it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, he's trying to.
You went into a spiel to try and like excuse her horrible behavior in a relationship.
No, the answer to the question
Okay,
is
someone's calling.
the
All
green
you
em-
did was
okay.
talk about adult
Let's
films
see-
for
let's-
10
That's all
minutes.
you did.
This is probably going to be a married man, and he's going to have my
Let's see
side.
what caller 1 has to say, all right? Hello, caller, you're on air. What's your name? Where are you from?
This is John from Freeport.
Oh,
it's John from
How
Freeport.
are you? How you been? Long time, no here.
Well, like, what if you go to like
Make him louder.
you know, and then you come home? And
What did you
then-
say? Can
Wait,
you say
hold
that?
on,
Say
hold
that
on.
from
Let's
the
go back from
beginning?
the top. Let's go back
If
from the top.
if you go to a hot movie, you both go to a hot movie,
Yeah.
and then afterwards you watch like 50 Shades of Grey, let's say. Then you go home and you're doing it. It's okay for the chick to think of Christian Grey for a second.
Of course.
I'm not insulted, and you know, plus whatever helps you get there is fine with me.
Exactly. I'm trying to reach the pleasure zone. If I gotta think of somebody else for a split second or for a minute, that's fine.
You didn't say for a split second though. You were talking about the whole duration of it.
No, I said Mystique. I said she switches back and
time out.
forth.
Sandy, you're okay with that if it's for a second even?
Not really.
Okay, good.
But
I was about to say.
Yeah, no,
about a
It's
little
fine.
second.
It's fine. John is correct.
It's weird. It's weird. I legitimately think it's weird. And I'm sorry, John from Freeport. I'm not trying to insult you. I
John,
just think
John, how
that
about you?
it's-
Have you ever had a situation like this before?
I understand your point. It's a little insulting, but the fact is, if you both go to a movie, you're allowed to think about the movie, or you're allowed to think about Leonardo DiCaprio for a second, if that's, you know, or whatever you just
He was
watched
in that
together,
movie?
or whatever you're allowed to fantasize during sex. It's going to happen. I would think that she does it subconsciously anyway, but I know it is a problem if you're actively thinking of somebody all the time when you're doing it. But I think it happens just naturally anyway. You know, like he said, you're switching back and forth a little. You're not. Then you obviously have to be with the person that you're with, but occasionally you think of Pam Anderson or whatever.
Exactly. This is honest. This
Thanks,
is
John.
honesty
Have a
from a
great
grown
weekend.
man.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you, John.
You guys
So I
make
guess
me
we need
terrified
some type
to,
of audience from older men apparently, because this is just a.
I'm just telling you, if you talk to, you guys are you probably don't speak to people that are my age or older in your lifetime. I'm sure your friend zone is pretty much people in your age demographic.
Yeah, I don't normally talk to people who are
if
like
you talk
in
to
their
people
60s.
that are, cultured and experienced in life,
Cultured.
then you'll
You are
understand.
anything but cultured.
You will
Justin.
understand. I'm wearing a Legend of Zelda shirt. I know culture, Sandy.
You're
So
wearing a communist hat, Justin.
I am on the same boat
didn't
as
even deny it. He
John.
didn't even deny it.
Hey, that's fine. Communism can work.
Wow.
Wow.
What happened? What happened to America, Justin?
I don't know. You tell me.
But
You
going-
ruined it.
Going back. Going back to what Antonio said about there being communication, I think that's very important when it comes to this stuff, because if you can have an agreement with your partner, it's fine. But if you disagree with it, then
No, you just don't
Yeah,
bring it
and
up. You don't
also-
bring it up. You don't go, oh, that girl's hot. Can I fantasize about her? No, you just do it.
Justin,
Just do it.
If you aren't open to communicating with your partner, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. And like, I'm just saying that. And like, I don't know, maybe I'm too young to think that think that maybe communication is actually a very vital thing in a relationship. I'm just saying, like, there are people that are okay with like open relationships or like relationships where that is okay. Not everybody wants to be 100% exclusive. But if you're with someone who's made it obvious that they want to be exclusive and you're out here fantasizing about other people, that would really, like, for example, like I'm somebody who likes to be really exclusive. I would be really, really bothered by that.
That's why you don't tell anybody. You just do it.
That's even weirder.
You don't go willingly say, "Oh, I'm thinking of Britney Spears circa 2003."
Britney Spears.
No, like circa 2003, toxic video.
Bald-headed.
No, not that version.
Kissing your forehead. Mwah.
And Sandy, the thing about open relationships, that is something that's agreed by both
By both parties, yeah.
That's
parties.
weirder than fantasizing.
How is that weirder?
That's
You're out here
weirder.
I'm talking about having full communication, and you're just like, oh, that's so weird. I'd much rather like
communication.
mentally cheat on my partner.
That's why. Come on now.
Like you're actually agreeing on something. Like that's what a relationship
feel
is.
like
You need to
honest-
trust each other and agree.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, after hearing that, I think you more so just like the rush of betraying your partner in a sense.
Stop betraying! Am I not allowed to follow hot girls on Instagram?
But are you like, it's different if these people are within reach. Like you're talking about fantasizing about your girlfriend's friends. That's completely different from like Britney Spears 2003. Britney Spears 2003 is gone and you will never have her. Even if you walked up to Britney Spears now, she definitely wouldn't want you. And I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm just saying that
she's
because
married and has
she's
kids?
married and has kids.
No, I could
But, like-
warp her mind back.
He's pretty tall. That's all he needs.
That's true.
I'm
but
gonna
anyways,
gaslight her.
Oh,
But
that'd
like,
work.
if I was fantasizing about my partner's friends, that would be weird because my partner's friends are within reach. Like I could.
You never
like,
been in the bedroom, be like, oh, Hatsune Miku.
I
No,
don't know.
because Hatsune Miku's a minor.
I never know that.
I literally said that multiple times. I said that the first time I ever brought it up.
real. It's an animated
I
character.
don't know,
It's so
Justin. I don't
weird.
need to imagine about anybody. Right? I got all I need.
Oh,
I
please.
got
This guy's
all
such a
I
Sandy,
need.
that
See,
is-
Antonio's actually, I can't believe I'm saying this, but he actually seems to be a good guy.
His girlfriend's listening. He's about to dap me up after this.
Nah,
Yeah,
never
man.
that. Never
No,
that.
he would not.
My dad said you're wailing. Even he texted me. He said you're wailing.
Even
But,
if
Sandy-
he did, I would find her and I would text her. But anyways, what were you saying, Frank?
It's true that saying what you were saying about like the fantasizing. Sometimes there are some couples that find that attractive.
Well, yeah, but that's because they agreed upon that, and they're just like, yeah, I
Yeah.
think that it's hot. But it's completely different when you don't talk about it.
Guys,
It's
I'm,
just-
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sorry, guys, but it's my turn now. All right, we're running out of time on the
Yeah,
show.
that's right.
Okay.
And I want to say quickly into this the call in the first place that called for advice. I think he should simply just eat M&Ms during the act with his spouse, and that should be enough for him.
Turn that to a new
Oh,
thing.
but you have to tell them the person that you're eating M&Ms.
in this case, for
Yes,
him,
you do.
I would
Because obviously, if you're eating an M&M, then they're going to see that you're eating an M&M.
I would advise
Who
him to
knows,
not let
maybe-
her know. In this case, this guy's a weirdo, so he's thinking of like green
Hey,
M&M.
maybe she'll
Yeah,
like
no
it
offense.
too. Who knows?
He could incorporate
Maybe
it,
she's into
maybe
food
a little
play.
bit.
Maybe
I don't
she's
know.
into cosplay stuff. Who knows? That's why you communicate so things are easy.
and try something new once in a while.